And now from Fox 55 News, this is your local sports.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Well, after getting off to a bit of a slow start, it looks like Josh VanMeter is starting to carve out a role for himself in Cincinnati. The Ossian native has been red hot recently, and our Peter Hood made the trip to the Queen City to catch up with him before today's game against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
From 2-6-0 to the show. It took Josh VanMeter several years to get here, but looks like he's here to stay in Cincinnati. Over the last couple of weeks, VanMeter has gone from a borderline big leaguer to one of the hottest hitters in the league. Coming into Thursday afternoon, the Norwell grad hitting .412 with 4 homers and 7 knocked in over his last 15 games.
Home run for Josh VanMeter.
Just working hard in the cage, train hard in the cage with hitting coaches, and just going up there with confidence, and showing that I belong and trying to take advantage of opportunities, and really just like I said, train hard in the cage, try to not make the game seem super fast when I get in there. So just been sticking to that routine, and it's been working for me.
Was there a moment, a game where you felt like it kind of clicked for you, and if so, when was that?
I would say probably the second time I got recalled, I just kind of, when I went down, I did really well, and I was like, man, I belong in the big leagues, and when I got back up here, it was just really playing relaxed and just kind of playing that I knew I belonged. And so I would probably say that was the turning point. And then obviously you have a little success at the plate, and it's like, I really do belong here. And I think getting that first home run out of the way was kind of a big turning point. I kind of quit thinking about it and just go out there and play, and good things have been happening. So hopefully I can keep it going.
Are you kidding me? His first major league home run.
Obviously, you hear people talk about guys' tickets to the big leagues, whether it be speed, their ability to play defense. Do you feel like power is kind of your ticket to stay here long term? And I mean, do you consider yourself a power hitter at this level?
I wouldn't consider myself like a power hitter. I would say the power hitters are guys like Judge and Stanton, and those are kind of typical power guys that guys hitting 40 a year. So I wouldn't necessarily say that's my ticket to staying here. I think being able to hit for power is a good thing, but not just necessarily being a power hitter. I think I'm a guy who can play all over the field and give consistently good at bats, and just be a good hitter. So I think for me, being that 280 to 300 hitter and then sprinkling in 15 to 20 home runs would be probably my goal. I think that's what will keep me in this league for a long time. So, but at the end of the day, it's just about having a good at bat and getting the barrel to the ball. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. So if I hadn't, I don't think I'd be here. So just try to continue to do that, and the rest is really out of my control. I can only control what I can control.
Just overall, what's it like being a big leaguer? What's life like? What's the best part about getting to play in this league and walk into this clubhouse every day?
It's a dream come true, man. You really can't put it into words, unless you experience it. It's just something that I always said I wanted to do, and to be able to finally be here and experience it it's a dream come true, and I think it's the best life you could live. I mean, I really don't know how else to put it. It's crazy, and it's all the things you hear about growing up, the perks and everything, and it's true, and it's one of the best lives you can live, for sure.
Yeah, VanMeter's living the dream, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon either. Of course, yesterday, the Reds trading Yasiel Puig to the Cleveland Indians as part of a 3-team deal. That should mean more playing time for the Norwell grad as the season hits the home stretch. Reporting from Cincinnati this afternoon, Peter Hood, Fox 55 Sports.